Hey guys, welcome back to this web series on the ideal opportunity, and hope you've been enjoying the videos so far. If you're here, you're either on my webpage or on my YouTube channel, doesn't matter. But I wanted to talk in this video again, continuing on what I've been speaking so far, and another important component of an ideal opportunity, which is an opportunity that can give you something called the ability to compound your time, or I guess you could say time compounding. Now, when I was new, when I was just working my job, I don't know about you guys, but I had no clue what time compounding was. All I knew was compound interest, where you could compound your money, you could do all those calculations and stuff. But time compounding was a new concept to me. And actually, really, if you think about it, after this video, you'll realize that it's very common. And let me give you an example here. I work for a company that is a small business that has under 500 employees, right? So if in my company probably a couple of hundred employees work, each employee puts in about 8 hours a day into the business wherever they work, right? The company. So if you look, my company gets the benefit of not 8 hours from me, it gets the benefit totally of 8 times 200, that's 1600 hours a day. I mean, that's powerful when you think about it, right? Because if you ever think about it, me and you have how many hours a day? 24 hours, right? So the max we can make is how much we can work, which is 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Some people can work 16 hours, God bless them. But really we are capped by that. But if you look at from a company's perspective, that's where their security comes from, because they've been able to duplicate their efforts. And the income comes because of the contribution of not one employee putting 8 hours. That's very insecure. Rather, it comes from 200 employees putting 8 hours. So even if 1 or 2 employees go away, something happens, you still have income coming from the other 198 employees. I mean, that's a powerful concept. So again, I was part of the time compounding concept for somebody else, but when I heard of it, I realized, oh wow, that's a pretty cool concept. That would be nice for me to have. Like I have like maybe 200 pawans working, under me, where I can get the effort of all there. Yeah, right. That would be good. But again, it started. But I started thinking and understanding. When I look back, I started looking at different industries, and the classic example, you look at it, it's out everywhere. If you look at Microsoft, with how they have duplicated huge companies like Facebook or any of these big companies, guys, they have tens and thousands of employees, and that is where the reason they're so successful is because of the combined efforts, the compound effect of all the people's time coming in, which is producing and generating revenue for the company. And so when I started looking for an ideal opportunity, and I started networking and meeting some of these people, as I spoke about, who were building this ongoing income, I noticed that one thing that they had in common was the fact that they had built an organization which they empowered, which they coached, which they guided, which they were helping. But they were able to build this time compounding concept and bring that into their business. And that is what really started giving them their security and giving them the ability to become financially maybe a little bit independent with a little bit of ongoing work. And I like that. That resonated with me. Because remember, my philosophy has been like, hey, I want to work hard for a few years. I want to work hard till I can. But eventually I want to be in a position where I can spend time with my family without losing the income, right? That was very important to me. So how can you get both? See, today if I went and quit my job, my time goes to zero. What happens to my income? Goes to zero. It doesn't matter, right? We spoke about that in the nature of income video that I made. But what if you found an opportunity where you could keep working there, and if you pull away, eventually you still get paid for the dividends for what you did as you go, once you've built an organization. How cool would that be? Now, of course, it takes work. It takes a lot of hard work. It's not easy, no means, because you try to get, to get to the 2% or 3% income that top earners, it's not easy, of course. But how about when you start looking for opportunities? Does that resonate with you? Because it resonated with me. And if it resonated with you, keep watching, because I am going to come to a solution as to what I found, of course. But guys, that's very important to understand the time compounding. And if you look at different industries like franchising industry that's out there, if you look at McDonald's Corporation, in fact, Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, the father of franchising, as they call him, right? He's the one who first actually kind of like showed the world by compounding and duplicating through multiple McDonald's how this concept can actually be applied. And I give that example always when I speak, that there are tens and thousands of McDonald's out there in the world today. One of the most successful, fastest, I believe it's the fastest growing franchise out there, an ideal franchise that's been a role model for a lot of companies. And if you look, even if I take an example of just 30,000 McDonald's, each open only for 10 hours a day, right? Most of them are 24 hours, I believe, right? That's 300,000 hours going into Ray Kroc's business every day. Now he is, God bless him, God bless his soul, he is 6 feet under the ground. He passed away many years ago and stuff, and so did his wife. But even right now, that the power of that income is still going as an asset to his generations, and that is the power of compounding your time. So hope this resonated a little bit with you. Hope it gave you some mindset and maybe gave you some spark in thinking about, hey, what if I can have that kind of an opportunity that I can build? One of the component in that ideal opportunity is a component which gives me an ability to compound my time. Would that be of value to you? Think about it. Thank you.